Hey, I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Come on out. Super one.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
DC.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Down right around the 25. The tackle there by John Johnson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run. This is Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll drop the throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. They'll set up to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And his kick is good. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Goff now on second down. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
DC.
On 1st down, gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Super 1. Run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They'll try the air now with Goff. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Value 1.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3? And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
This is Cohen on the toss, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, lift.
To throw on second down is gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Goff on 1st down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Goff. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Now for the point after. point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Goff.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, lift!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Goff. quick hitch, complete. It's Wilkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Gone! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Goff. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Off the toss, Cohen able to fight through one tackle. A little juke, and they can't corral him. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Busting free at the 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he floated one out there incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Landry, the intended target. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away, and the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. It's Vaughn. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Again they run with Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Gun!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult.
And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's going to sling this deep down. And got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. A big play that time through the air. And even 50 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They'll drop to throw. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. This is Cohen. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of
the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, text and prayer hands. Hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed. I've been seeing prophets, mostly yellow shirts. Louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks. Feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, then the one I'm kissing. One might extensions, now the look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud in me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
Only take a when I'm dead.